Det er en ny tid, som Grønland er på vej til, og en nyt år, hvor Grønland har været i centrum i hele verden. Det grønlandske folk er et folk, uanset hvor det bor. Og som folk er det i den tid, vi er i, der skal vi være samlet for at være klar til en ny fremtid, som vores land er på vej til.
That was the answer of Greenland Prime Minister to Donald Trump advances to buy Greenland. This is a headline that's popping up right now. Greenland leader says his people don't want to be American as Trump covets territory. Basically, he's saying that this is about cooperation. And cooperation means we have to work towards solution. And he also says that Greenland is for the Greenlandic people. We do not want to be Danish. We do not want to be American. We want to be Greenlandic, he says. The debate on Greenlandic independence and the latest announcement from the US shows us a large interest in Greenland. That's what they think. And they probably want to negotiate. And that's exactly what he's saying right there. This is the breaking news of the moment. Greenland Prime Minister says he's ready to negotiate with US President-elect Trump about the future of the Arctic territory. Wow! Ready to negotiate. Is Donald Trump gonna buy Greenland? We don't know yet. We will see. But there's a very, very interesting scandal right there rising, saying that Donald Trump and the Trump family were basically bribing homeless and socially disadvantaged people in Greenland. What is this all about? Let's hear it.
We have some huge breaking news right now. Denmark News is now reporting that Donald Trump's team bribed homeless and socially disadvantaged people with hotel dinners to play Trump supporters during a recent visit by Donald Trump Jr. and other MAGA allies. I wish I was making this up, but this is being directly reported by DR, a local Danish newspaper, and you have to know what they're saying. So the story begins by talking about how several Greenlanders appeared wearing red MAGA hats while posing with Donald Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr. This is all translated, by the way. It goes on to say that all these people had to do was put on a cap and be in Trump's staff's video. They are being bribed, and it is deeply distasteful. Several employees at the restaurant confirmed that Donald Trump Jr.'s PR people walked around the street in front of the store and handed out MAGA caps while also inviting people to a free lunch. He also emphasized, though, that there was generally a broad cross-section of the population that attended the dinner, and there were confirmations that socially disadvantaged people attended the lunch at Donald Trump's expense.
Well, of course, this is the news from the opposition, from the Danish newspaper, so of course they would be against Donald Trump acquiring Greenland, since it is owned by the Danes. That's why you shouldn't trust them. I don't believe this is true at all, honestly. This is just propaganda, if you ask me, but we don't know for sure. And this is the opinion of Shamath on the Greenland deal.
I mean, I thought it was really interesting, and I was just caught off guard at how the media tried to portray it as Trump being Trump.
Goofy, whatever, colorful.
But I think like what I've realized, even with the California fire thing, the guy has this prescient way of, he may not say it in the way that it works for some people, but he's just really on top of this stuff. So I just sent Nick a thing. So I started to learn a little bit more about why he wants to take over Greenland. And it really comes down to one very basic idea here. Because of climate change and other things, the Arctic ice shelf is melting. And the more and more it melts, it opens up a shipping lane in the Northern Passage for a lot of critical goods. And so if you had some sort of strategic agreement with Canada and Greenland, you effectively have this monopoly control over something that could become as important as the Panama Canal. And so,
yeah, honestly, Donald Trump said that he needs Greenland right there for national security, for security and economic purposes, because this is the route that people are going to take over the Arctic Pole to go to China, to go to Russia, to go to Europe, to go to Canada. And if you control this region, then you control trade in the region as well. And this is going to be a very, very important region for trade in the future. But keep in mind that Greenland also has plenty of resources, such as oil, such as rare earth metals, such as minerals, plenty of big stone and precious stone as well that people can use for many different kind of purposes, basically to get rich. And people are eyeing this territory to exploit this territory, not only for security, but also for economic purposes to get rich, basically. So there's many different reasons why acquiring this territory would be very good for anybody. And the Danes, Denmark, basically don't want to give up Greenland at all, but the Greenlandic people said Greenland is for the Greenlandic people. I think they don't want to be American, honestly. I think they want investment from the United States in their territory to become financially independent, to become economically independent and a little bit more richer for their indigenous population. That's what I believe that's going to happen. So they are going to make a deal with Donald Trump, definitely. But what is this deal going to look like? I'm not so sure. I don't think they will become completely American, but America is going to have a very tight grip over Greenland in the near future. We will see what happens this year and next year. And stay tuned on this channel. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here, and click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye.